W2FJH. We'll be starting the STNY Digital Voice Net here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running. For those folks that wish to check in early through NetLogger, NetLogger can be found at netlogger.org. Also, if you'd like to join us on Google Meet, you can find the link at stnydmr.net. So we'll see you folks in just about 5 minutes here. This is W2FJH. This is W2FJH bringing up the STNY Digital Voice Net on Brandmaster Talk Group 31367. requires X Room 83721 and live stream to Google Meet and YouTube. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital Voice Net is to help foster an active digital voice community in the Southern Tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the Southern Tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power stations. We currently do have 4 stations checked in, so the net would like to recognize K3 BYC Carlton, N2 RWH Ed, N3 OJP Mick, and 82 FB Blake. All right, when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's open it up for any station that would like to check into the STNY Digital Voice Net this evening. Please call now. Heading to NCV, Paul, town of Owego. No, town of Tioga. There we go. Right, and I'd like to recognize N2 NCV Paul. For the any other stations that join this evening, please call now.
And to NRA, Clifton Waverly.
All right, we also have N2 NRA Cliff. All right, let's kick things off here. If there's any questions, sorry, announcements for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no announcements, so let's move on to questions. If there's any questions for the net this evening, please call now. All right, nothing heard there either, so we will move on down for comments. The net topic this week, sorry about that, just 1 second. Gotta pull it up there. The net topic this week is the AfterNet tech discussions. We haven't had one in quite a while. If you have any ideas or what you'd like to discuss or what you would attend after the STNY Digital Voice Net. So first on our list is K3 BYC Carlton. How was your week?
This is K3BYC. Good evening, Frank. Thanks for taking the net. I've had a great week. It's nice having summer for the weekend before it turns back to fall tomorrow. Um, not uh, not quite sure I got your question there. I'm not sure what technical question you were speaking of. Could you rephrase that question one more time there?
Yeah, so sorry about that, Carlton. There was an AfterNet tech discussion after this net. We usually met on Zoom previously, but we could meet on Google Meet now. Um, but yeah, we would take certain topics, like if somebody was having trouble with a hotspot, or we talk about static versus dynamic talk groups, and just things like that. Or any real topic that somebody was having a problem with, we try to debug and go through, and or we we have a few other people on the net that were knowledgeable in a certain area, and then we had one that we had done on the All-Star nodes. I guess things like that, but we haven't really had one. I guess we haven't had one in a long time because you don't even know what they were. But yeah, or just a rag chew. We meet up after the net to just rag chew online. But yeah, we haven't. I usually stick around after the net on the meeting for maybe about 5 minutes, and usually if nobody's there, I usually sign back off. But yeah, we haven't had one in quite a while, so I'll hand it back over to you there, Carlton.
All right, thank you. Well, I probably wouldn't be getting on. I do poorly on Zoom. Um, I guess one topic as far as DMR goes is that I have two DMR radios here. My favorite, of course, is the Alliance HD1 made by Redimus. I also have the famous Anytone 878, uh, but I don't use it that much because I'm at least going through the hotspot. I have a difficult time with a high bit error rate. And yeah, I do go through the Pi-Star software and I go through Calibrate, but I cannot get it decent to try to get it down under 2.0 or something. So I always I update the software. So the HD1 it keeps me at least under zero point 0.2, which is pretty decent. But that is my only thing. I do have frustrations with the Anytone. I guess I really need to talk with Bridgecom about that. That would be my only topic here. So anyway, thank you again, and I hope everyone has a great week coming up. Happy Columbus Day tomorrow. Of course, we continue to monitor the devastation that's taking place in the other states there. Anyway, this is K3BYC. Back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Carlton. I did jot that down as a potential topic. Just by the way, if you go on to stnydmr.net, you'll see a big button right under Welcome to the STNY Digital Voice Net. You'll see a few of them. One of them is for Google Meet. If you just click on that link, that will take you to our weekly meeting on Google Meet. I do broadcast the net over to Google Meet. However, you can't join Google Meet and join in on the net. I can only broadcast one way because of obviously FCC regulations. Anybody can join in on Google Meet, but you have to be a licensed ham to actually transmit. So, all right. Next on my list is N2RWH. Ed, how was your week?
And to RWH. Oh, not too bad here. I'll say hello to everybody. Other than that, busy week at work. Going some time off here, so the weekend. Other than that, looks like towards the end of the next week, weather will be a little bit better. So no complaints here, and I really don't have any topic wise for that. So after that, so I'll turn it back to you, Frank, and to RWH.
Okay, very good there, Ed. And yeah, if you do, think of something along the way, feel free to either get a hold of me on 73.net or shoot me an email. I believe my email is actively working now. But yep, all right, sounds good. So next on my list is N3OJP. Nick, how was your week?
Oh, good evening, Frank. Everyone on the net. Oh, busy as usual. I think I finally figured out this Shark RF using it mobile. I think I talked to you on, I think it was Tuesday when I came home, Frank. Well, I lost track of days. Maybe it was Wednesday. I can't remember. No, it was Tuesday. That's right. And I noticed while I was driving back from Chautauqua County back to Pennsylvania, the parrot would announce not connected, and then I would drive for a while. Then it would say direct, you're now connected to Brandmeister. So it went out in and out a couple times. Of course, I was in the way in the countryside. So I think when I was trying to check into the net, oh, we were coming back from the Finger Lakes. I just didn't have a signal with my hotspot. So I think I figured that out. Then Tuesday night, well, it was my grandson's birthday week, I guess. Um, Although Tuesday was the day. Yeah, we all went out. We had a celebration here back at the house with some cake and candles and everything. That was fun. Yesterday, we had his extended family. I went down to the local park here. My daughter rented a pavilion. It was nice. And all his pals were there, all the kids, and of course the other families. We had a good time. I enjoyed that. As far as net topics, it's really tough for me after net, Frank, especially when the weather's good. Usually there's something going on, especially now during the baseball playoffs. I'm a big Cleveland fan, so that's still going on. Now they play New York. But with this Shark RF, I guess I can do some other modes like C4FM and maybe wires. So I'd like to try to figure that out sometime. But usually when I'm in Pennsylvania here, after this net is over, I'm pretty much done for the night. But after being busy all day, but with the weather changes, that'll probably change too. So, or I'm at Chautauqua when the weather's good. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll jot some things down, Frank. Back to you, W2FJH and 30JP.
Hey, very good there, Mick. And yeah, that's kind of why I brought up the net topic now because we're unfortunately, I mean, I like to see it stay warm all year round, but unfortunately, we're getting into the cooler weather. I think this week, I think for like 45 or 50 as a high, it's going to be a pretty cold week here at least. But yeah, kind of as you know, the summer season kind of fades out there. I figured most people haven't joined because they've had other plans in the summer, and I get it too. I have stuff going on. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention was you said the birthday week there, and I just wanted to say a funny story there. The wife always has her birthday, and then when her birthday hits, it's suddenly her birth week, and then when that runs out, she goes to her birth month. And that when that runs out, she goes to her birth year, and that's when I really have to cut her off because then that's every day. So, all right. Next on my list is 82FB. Blake, how was your week? Says 82FB. Good evening, everyone, and on the net and Frank. Yeah, week was pretty good. Pretty busy at work last week, and then was up in Rochester for a couple of days this weekend. Visited some people and saw some friends and stuff, which was nice. Yeah, not too much going on. Just kind of took it easy today and was indoors with the rainy weather. Got almost an inch of rain here in Corning, so that'll be good for the garlic that we just planted before the frost gets in here. As far as the TechNet stuff, I guess I don't have too much input on that, but I'd be happy to stick around if there's people that need troubleshooting or bounce things off. That's kind of what I do for work and life and everything else. So I'm always happy to help people troubleshoot things. So if that's something that's needed, let me know. I'd be happy to help out. Other than that, I'll turn it back to Net 82SB. Hey, thanks there, Blake. And yeah, I also if you go to stnydmr.net, if you click on archive in the top toolbar there, there'll be two there. There'll be the net check-in archive and the net topic archive. If you do click on topic, it's it's been marked kind of as no after net tech topic or rag chew for quite some time there. But if you do scroll back far enough, you will see some of our previous uh, tech topics that we have covered there. So, all right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Before I get to my next station, let me take a quick standby. If there's any additional stations that would like to check in this evening, please call now.
W2 KDC, Dennis from Dansville.
All right, I'll try it on the correct talk group now. N2, BSS Jeff and Stu Ben County.
All right, and we have W2 KDC Dennis and N2 BSS Jeff. All right, continuing on down my list here. Next up is N2NCD Paul. How was your week?
Hello again, Frank and all, and UNCB here. Well, last Wednesday we headed out to where I was born and raised, Lakewood, New York, in Chautauqua County. We hadn't been out that way since father passed in 2015, and even though we made many trips out there was a lot of things that we hadn't seen, and so we got a motel right on the lake, and then we went to see the house that I grew up in. They've taken care of it real nice, made a lot of changes, but all for the good. And while we were there, we kind of walked my paper route that I had for 6 years. Some changes along that route as well. So that was a good time. And then the following day, we went to see the National Comedy Center in sunny downtown Jamestown, New York. Actually, it used to be the old train station is what they made. A lot of fancy technology in that building. So that was a good time there. And then part of it was we just got away to relax. And along the way and along the way back, we didn't see many changes in that route as well. So that pretty much sums up this week. So back to you, Frank. Take care, all. Into NCB.
Hey, very good there, Paul. And yeah, I kind of do the same thing every time we go up and visit Watertown. And you know, kind of. I mean, not every time, but usually I take the wife and we go by where you know, the old house where I grew up in, and you know, kind of where the old school was. I used to walk. It was only like a block down the road, and you know, just to to relive those memories there. So, all right, I'm going to hand it back to you there, Paul, real quick. If you had any suggestions on future afternet tech topics there.
No. And of course, one of the reasons I say no is, as you know, I have a net at 8 o'clock, so there needs some time to prepare for that one as well. But I couldn't think of a topic right off the bat anyway to put out there. Uh, but I know how to get it, see one to get to you and to MCP.
Okay, thanks there, Paul. And yeah, completely forgot that sometimes the afternet discussions kind of do run over beyond like 8 o'clock when we do have them there. But yep, and yeah, the Baronet and I think the System Fusion net also start at 8 o'clock after this net. So yeah, I know you're involved with them as well. So, which by the way, Paul, thanks for everything you do. I know you're kind of the net control for a lot of the local, a lot of the local nets around this area. So, all right, next on my list is N2NRA. Cliff, how was your week?
Good evening to all on the net. This is Cliff from Waverly. 1 inch of rain today and more rain coming tomorrow. Getting the property ready for the winter, as we say. I have a hearing test scheduled for tomorrow morning and gets that investigated. And so Tuesday, Thursday, the Aurora, we had seen the Aurora light up. And I was driving up to Owego on Tuesday, and I heard the ISS TV over my HT that was in a scan mode. Let me take a break here. And so anyways, after looking at that, I kind of checked out. There was a schedule there, but if you want to if you want to be new to SSTV, then take a look at www.spaceflightsoftware.com/ARISS SSTV/FAQ.php page for suggestions on how to get started using a handheld and a smartphone with SSTV decoding software. This is N2NRA. Back to the group.
Hey, very good there, Cliff. And yeah, if you wouldn't mind putting that link on 7.3 with some more of that info. I was trying to jot it down, but I wasn't writing that fast. But again, this is going out to YouTube, so I can always grab it off the replay there. So, all right, very good there. All right, I forgot to mention we did actually pick up another station, so the net would like to recognize from NetLogger, KZ4EP Heiko. And next on the list is W2KDC. Dennis, how was your week?
Hi, Frank, and everyone on the net. I had a good week. Nothing exceptional, nothing exciting really happened all week. I guess that makes it good. Um, as far as topics for the afternet, nothing immediately comes to mind. Something will come to mind when I have a problem, or I think of something I wanted, but nothing immediately comes to mind. So I'm going to hand it back to you, Frank. W2KDC, back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Dennis. And yeah, again, just get a hold of me on 7.3 or shoot me an email. But yeah, you know how to get a hold of me there. So, all right, before I get to my next station, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Let's see if there's any additional stations that would like to join this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so we'll move on down the list to M2BSS. Jeff, how was your week?
Yeah, good evening, Frank and the net. W2FJH and company and 2BSS. Well, as far as weeks go, I kind of enjoyed it when the sun was shining. Yeah, not so much today with all the rain, but what are you going to do? But yesterday was an absolutely stunning and gorgeous day, and which was good because my daughter was working at an outdoor craft show here in Braddsburg. The Autumn Mist Alpaca Farm. She had her craft booth set up. and did some pretty good business yesterday. And there was a point not a cloud in the sky, and it was yeah, she did well, everyone did well, the alpaca farm did well. I even got a chance back here to start cleaning out the garden and getting the beds ready to plant garlic either next week or the week after. And then I'm also thinking about helping out with the NYQSO party, which is next weekend. Might head over to the N2PA club station up the road from here and help out with them. Let me grab a break here. And then ideas for TechNet. Well, like I kind of didn't have any, but then I got one when somebody else was mentioning about the Aris SSTV, and yeah, maybe could spend one of the TechNets showing somebody here. Here's what you need to do to put something together. This is the software you need, and all that other stuff, and to listen with that. And I think with the availability of the RTL SDR, especially the version 4 chip. How do you use that USB dongle perhaps in a computer to decode the SSTV signal? So that could be an interesting project for one of the net topics. There you go. Back to you, Frank, NTBSS.
Hey, very good there, Jeff. And yeah, maybe we can get Cliff to tell us about how all that's done there and everything. So, all right, next on my list is KZ4EP. Heiko, how was your week there?
Hello, Frank. Everyone else on the net. Yeah, this is the first time I'm going online with my new call sign, which is KZ4EP. My former call sign is KO4UJS, and it's kind of weird. It's showing up on YouTube. I guess that's your former Pi Star or something. It's showing up as my old call sign, so I don't know what the deal is on that. I thought I already changed it with everything, so I guess that's something tech-wise I have to figure out. Uh, yeah, today was pretty much a lazy day. I just watched the spaceship Starlift or Starliner take off in the morning. That was great, and then on TV, and also watched the Washington Commanders lose today also. So that's about it, and it's great talking to everybody. This is KZ4EP.
Hey, thanks there, Heiko. And yeah, probably nothing on your end. What I'm displaying on YouTube is the Blue DV software. And I probably have not clicked on update the call sign database in a while. So it probably just hasn't updated on my system. I do see you coming up as KZ4EP on my hotspot log there, and the hotspot is basically updated daily. So I believe that would be the most recent information there. But yeah, nothing on your end. I think I just have to actually update my BlueDB database. So. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Let's see if there's any additional stations you'd like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's open it up for any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns. Please call now. All right, hear nothing then. We might as well wrap things up here. I'd like to thank Carlton, Ed, Mick, Blake, Paul, Cliff, Dennis, Jeff, and Heiko for joining me this evening. Good, good net, good amount of people here joining. So, we're returning this talk group back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there. This is W2FGH and I'll be listening.